What's up everyone, it is the Loki Monster here, and in today's quest we are going to be seeking the Cosmic Raiment. Now this is a brand new set I believe Dage has created, as he is the one that created the Cosmic Companion quest pet for this quest. Now I am in Babylon Town Square, and I'm just going to look around so you can see there's the bank and the portal, and this is our new location. So we're going to come here and talk to a brand new NPC, Lore Master Hazel, and she asked us to come inside so she can tell us all about her discovery. And when you get inside, it is one of the bedrooms from Bog's Tavern, and you can see over here you can check out the full set in its completion along with the quest pet live in the game. That is very cool. Oh, but Boggs doesn't have these little interact things, so I'm just going to check these out. And I wanted to say, because this is linked with Boggs, apparently there's a bug. There is a title that you earn from entering this bedroom when you're in Boggs Tavern. Oh, the lie down's there now. That's so cool. It looks weird with the staff. But yes, the title will actually appear in this instance, and it shouldn't. So first thing we want to do is click on Cosmic Raiment, and it says her recent studies have learned that cosmic being has slumbered long within the lands of lore. So on her travels, she disturbed this cosmic companion, I imagine that's the pet, seems to be able to communicate with her all across lore. So first we're going to check out this one here, and this is where you would do your research. Or crafting if that's easier to understand, and it's still locked because we have to still do the quest. So we're going to check out the shop, and here we have the Cosmic Companion pet, and it is 1500 DC. Now this is a quest pet like Skew or Craig, where you can just turn things in faster, so you don't need the pet at all, but he is really cool. So I'm gonna buy him. It just makes things quicker, but you don't have to buy him. So here is the Cosmic Garment. That is our first item that we are working on, and there is also a upgraded version, an awakened Cosmic Garment, and these are still locked, of course, because we have to do the quest. So let's check out the quest, and further in the future there will be more quests for other pieces. So we have to traverse the random dungeons to find energies, and we need to defeat 10 bosses in the random dungeon. And for this, we will earn quite a bit of gold and some nice XP. Now, I'm going to head out the door because I wanted to show you this. Yes, it's bugged. You're going to end up at Boggs if you go out the front door. So if you're coming and going from there until it's fixed, use your travel menu. So I'm just going to hop to Babylon, and the bank's my fastest way to get to the quest board. And you might be wondering, why am I going here? Well, if I'm running random dungeons, I want to grab the Random Adventures Gem Hoarder Daily Quest. Because I'm doing this already, why not make another 13,000 gold and all that XP and 15 battle gems on top of that. You can also enter the random dungeons right from here if you want, but I'm not going to go there yet because there's one other quest that I might recommend that you get before that. If you are working on the Staves of Calamity quest or interested in doing this quest, you just want to travel to Doomwood and then to the Isle of the Dead. And then we just want to go to the Necro Tower. You see it there, so I'll just speed up time here. And I have a couple of videos on how to do the staves, but you can do this quest at the exact same time. So you could actually kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And you have 3 different dailies once you've come along far enough in this quest. And one of them is to run the random dungeons 10 times, which is exactly what the quest for this will require. And the staves are very, very cool. You can check some of these out here, and all you need for that to start it is to go to the pit in the basement and find a drop. So check out my Staves of Calamity video if you want to check that out. So I'm just going to equip my pet here so we can check out the pet menu. So I'm just going to click on him. He's really cool. You can almost see through him. And as you can see, it looks almost identical 2 hazels, but we can return to Lore Master Hazel immediately on here. So we're going to start our quest, and you can enter the portal to go to random dungeons. Like, these are identical menus, or you could just click on it this way. Now, a lot of people skip over Yulgurs. Yulgurs never had a boss. No, I said never had. So anyways, I like to do this one with Ranger, and I should have used the slam, but you want to tag all these guys as quick as possible. And then once you get the final one, I've discovered now that we now have a boss. So you want to run over here afterwards. And yes, Yulgur is here. Well, quote, the angry tavern keeper is here. And he's got guns. I would expect Yulgur to have a hammer. But once you beat him, you want to pick up your reward. And don't forget to pick up all your drops as you go along in this dungeon. And I started to look for the energies. And I looked. And I looked. And I looked. And I looked and I couldn't find them, and then I realized I wasn't tracking the right quest. So once I changed that so I was tracking the quest, then all of a sudden I had an arrow pointing me in the right direction, and there's my energies. Duh me, but now you know. You have to be tracking the quest, guys. And 2 energies will appear in every instance. So if you're running it with another person, there'll be an energy for each of you. If you're running it solo, you'll get 2 energies, and you'll be running random 10 times, and you only need 5, so there's plenty. So instead of going out the door, I always use the menu. This way, if I'm in a party, I can stay in my party. Now, this is another map that had changed. This is, there are several changes in random dungeons. That was one of them. And this is the other one I meant to mention. As you notice, there's no boss here. Well, we know that people used to come here and steal the bosses. So has it reverted back to that, where you have to clear all the mobs in order to make this dungeon reset? No, actually, but you do have to clear all the mobs now in order to make the boss appear. Now, another change is in the air dungeon. Yes, you can run all the way straight to the top and just kill the boss, but guess what? There won't be any energies there unless you kill all the mobs down here first. So just keep that in mind before you do it. Now, the last change in the random dungeons is that the battle gems used to only stack to 200. Well, guess what, guys? Now they stack to 5,000. So I am on my last run, and I now have all of my quests done, but notice I only got 8 out of 10 for the saves quest. That's because there used to never be a boss in Yulgurs, and somebody's forgot to add him in to make him count. So hopefully they'll fix that. So now that I'm done that quest, I have a new quest, which is Unearthing the Garb, and it says that we have to stumble in a realm of darkness that is forest and surrounded by shadows. It sounds like Shadowguard to me. So let's bring up our menu, and we're going to travel to battle on the Greengard and Greengard Forest. And then we're just going to run over to the sparkling orb and click on that, and then just skip over this cutscene. So the first time I came here, which I ditched the video for, I ran around and I killed stuff and nothing happened. And then I realized when I came along here and got to the bridge that there is, on this crystal here, a new area, the Shadow Fracture. So we're going to enter that, and this is a brand new, but it is the same area, but this is scaled, and it is scaled big time. Now, you won't have any problem with the mobs. Don't take on too many at once. Once you have the mobs, then you're going to have touch the unraveled shadows, whatever that means, but just follow your arrow and you will find, here we are, down here, all along this riverbed, there'll be little sparkles. It's very difficult to see them on here. You might find zooming in will help, and be very careful near the water. It is deadly toxic. You one step in and you are dead. So once we have all of those unraveled shadows, we have to take on this new cool beast of shadows, this big werewolf. And watch out for him because he has a lot of XP and he hits hard. He's got two different attacks. Now the first one is this one here, stun, and you do not want to get hit by it, as you see, because you cannot avoid this attack if he does stun you. And for that reason, I highly recommend using a ranged class so you can keep your distance from him and not be stunned. So now that we have all of that, I can just turn that in, and I'm going to return to Hazel and click on her. And we're just going to turn that in there. And now we have to recreate the garb. And this is where the little crafting research area comes in. And we'll just click on that and hit the craft. Now there is a 24-hour timer on this, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to pay the 250 DC to speed it up. Just going to the chest menu. Oh, I was expecting it to be there, but it's still locked. So it must be in your inventory. Yes, it's in your inventory. So I'm just going to talk to her again so I can turn it in. I don't know why it doesn't automatically trigger that. And just turn that in, and now it's in the shop. But we can't get it for free. We still have to trade 5 cosmic garment threads for it, and a whopping 4,500 for the awakened version of it. So how and where do we get these cosmic threads? Well, we have some quests. First, we have the Tangled Stein. Now, this is a daily quest, and for this, you have to defeat 20 of the Cosmic Shadow Guard, that's the mobs, defeat the Beast in the Shadow twice, that's the werewolf, and defeat 5 bosses in random dungeons. That's pretty straightforward. For this, you'll get 39,000 gold and 250 cosmic garment threads. And we also have a repeatable as well, and for this you need 20 of frayed garment threads, that's a different item, and to defeat the beast in the shadow once. Now for this you'll get 10 garment threads, so you're looking at about 15 to 16 days to craft both of these items. Unless, of course, you want to do the repeatable over and over again, you can do it that way as well and speed up your progress. So both the cosmic threads and the fragments of the threads drop from the mobs and the boss in the shadow realm. I'm not sure if the boss in random does, but the mobs do. I'd also recommend tracking the repeatable quests, because that way you can see when you have 20 and you can kill the boss and then earn 20 more and then kill the boss, so that way you're getting as many as possible. Now, when I looked at the final gear, it said it was level 39, and I don't know, this seems to be the it is designed so any level can do it. So if you are a lower level player, let me know if you are able to do this quest or not, or if you do have to be a higher level in order to accept it. I want to thank you all for joining me, and if you like my videos, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Every little bit helps. I want to thank all my subscribers that have helped support me all along. It is very hard to keep going sometimes, but I just keep on plugging along. Never give up, guys. Never give up.